So as you can see, we are in a slightly different setting here. This is not the penthouse. This is actually Liberty's hotel room. And you guys might be wondering why we're in a hotel room with Ari and Liberty, and I'm going to tell you now. So basically, um, since I'm going kind of by the show's rules or whatever, um, after you typically have two girls who have a rose every week. If a girl gets it from her one-on-one, she'll have a rose, and if a girl gets it on her solo date, she'll have a one-on-one. Well, in this instance, Liberty won the last task, the last challenge, what have you, and at the end of the date, her and Nevin sat and decided mutually that they were developing a friendship, but there wasn't chemistry between the two of them. Definitely not enough to continue on and start a romantic relationship. Liberty wants to have a family. She wants to have kids. Nevin wants to have a family. He wants to have kids. But they're trying to take this serious. I know, The Bachelor might not seem like a serious journey, but it is a serious journey for Nevin, and he wants to find the one. He wants to find his everything, and I'm sure Liberty does too. So it just wouldn't be fair to either of them to try to force something that wasn't there, and I'm actually proud of the both of them for coming to that mutual understanding. So basically, Liberty will not be returning to the penthouse. She is leaving. I'm not sure if she's gonna be going, straight back to Tuscany, or if she's gonna stay and kind of venture here in the city, because she does still have time. I mean, their parents knew that there was a chance that they would make it to the end, or one of them would make it to the end, so it's not like she has to go home right away. She may want to stay and kind of adventure. But Ari is here because Liberty didn't return home. Obviously she was worried about her sister. Typically, um, someone else, the doorman, will come upstairs and collect Liberty's belongings and, take them back down to her. The lady doesn't typically re-enter the home at all, but Ari asked if it would be okay if she did it, because obviously she wants to see her sister. She wants to make sure, whether it was a mutual thing or not, she wants to make sure that her sister's okay. So that's what she's doing here, and they're just gonna have a small conversation, and I think Ari's curious. She wants to know, what happened. They know that not everybody's gonna make it, but she didn't see this coming. I don't think anybody saw this coming. So I'm gonna let them talk about it. I feel like she's definitely trying to pep her up a little bit. I kind of feel like Liberty's making light of it. I don't think she's broken hearted or anything, but I do feel like she's a little more disappointed about it than she's letting on. Let's do a deep conversation. I feel like, yeah, Ari knows she's deflecting, so she's gonna try to get it out of her. She's like, come on, let me know. I think she's kind of just telling her seriously, I've enjoyed my journey here. I'm glad we came. I'm sorry I tricked you into coming, but you seem to be excelling on your own. And Ari's like, yeah, I'm kind of surprised at my own, uh, success, and like how she's, because she is fitting into the house really well. This is not her scene at all. Sit back down, Ari. That is so awkward. That is so awkward. I think the question here is, Ari's feeling torn on whether she should stay or not, because initially this was Liberty's thing. It was Liberty who wanted to come here, not Ari. But she is starting to like Nevin, and she feels like there could be something there, and she kind of wants to stay. But she wants her sister's blessing. So I think, girl, stop. Maybe that's a tick she gets when she's nervous. I don't know. But I feel like Liberty would definitely give her her blessing. She doesn't want to step on her sister's toes or get in the way of her happiness, because at the end of the day they are sisters and they want to see each other happy. Oh, so now that we, uh-oh, girl, stop trying to watch TV. I think that since we got it, we aren't gonna stay long. It's 10:24 and we need to get back to the penthouse, but we are gonna give our sister another hug and get on back home, because we do have a couple things that we need to get done at the house. So let's say our goodbyes. And I will see you guys back at the house. We're going to get started with the actual episode for today. Be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Kio Sims here, and today I bring you episode 4 of the Bachelor Challenge, the true episode 4. So, as you saw in the beginning of the episode, Liberty is no longer in the household with us. She and Nevin decided that there just wasn't any real chemistry between them. You know, they were actually they were building a friendship, and it was going really well. Let me see if I can actually, yeah, see, they were becoming fast friends, but it didn't, you just didn't feel that connection with them that needed to be there, that romantic connection. And so at the end of the day, Nevin did not give her a rose, and they parted there, and that was that. She did not return to the house. Ari came back. Ari got her things and took them to her sister's hotel, where they talked, and Liberty gave Ari her blessing. And you know, when I came back here, Ari was actually having a drink, and I have never seen Ari drink except for, you know, like when offered a glass of wine at one of the group dates or something like that. But just to just be drinking, I've never seen her do that. But she literally had a drink and was chugging it, okay? So I feel like even though she has her sister's blessing, she is feeling kind of torn about things, about whether she should stay in the house or not, because for those that don't know, it was originally Liberty's idea to come here in the first place. Ari didn't know that she was coming to be on The Bachelor. What is she doing? No, baby, we're not going to dance. We're going to go to sleep. She's not all that tired, but we need to try to get some rest. Anyways, yeah, she thought that they were coming here to talk to a potential client, I believe it was, Brandy said in her Create a Sim video, but she just was under the impression that they were here for other reasons. Liberty wanted to be here, so it's kind of weird for her to be here potentially falling in love with this guy, and her sister's no longer here. You know what I mean? So we're going to try to pick ourselves up and move forward. I will say that there's not really tension amongst the girls, but there's definitely tension within the household. Okay, Scarlett is ready. She knows she's going on a solo date today, so she wants to get ready early, it seems. Yeah, they know that this is real. Nevin is here to find his bride to be, and he's not playing any games. He's not, you know, leading anybody on. If he feels it, he feels it. If he doesn't, you're out the door. And as cruel as that may sound, he just doesn't believe in leading a girl on or wasting his time or anybody else's time. You know, time is money in his world. So he's not about to hold on, girl, come take a shower, please. And Nevin needs to get up too, because they've got a long journey to get to their date. So let's go ahead and wake up. Your energy's pretty good. So I do hope that these girls kind of take this as a lesson, well learned, and pick it up. Pick up the pace. If you're here for Nevin, show that, you know. If you're not, he will smell you out and you will be out the door as well. So I'm just going to have him take a shower, like a normal shower, and then he can go grab him a bite to eat maybe. I'll just say grab some leftovers. Okay. Scarlett's feeling, she's feeling pretty flirty, so I feel like she's definitely excited about her date. I do want her to change into her outfit. Where? Oh, my bad. I'll wait. I have to wait till she gets out. Okay, hun. No, we're not going to wear that yet. Let's change into this one right here. And we'll kind of freshen up just to make sure we're set. When Nevin gets out, I'm actually going to have him do the same. Freshen up, you know, just get ready for your date. That's not what you're going to wear, though. I appreciate the ambition, but that's not what you're wearing. He needs to put this on. So if you're looking at their outfits, kind of strange. Are they going camping? Are they going hiking? What are they doing? They will be going to Nevin's grandparents' house. I didn't know whether to call it a ranch or a farm. So you guys can tell me once you see it. Once you see the place, you can tell me what it is. But they will be going there for the day. His grandparents don't live there anymore. They have actually passed on. It is Nevin. It now belongs to Nevin. The house is kind of, sort of left the way that it was when his grandparents were alive, and he does hope to one day restore the house. But for now, it's kind of as is. So he'll be making dinner for them, but they won't really be touring the place because it's not a safety hazard, but it kind of is at the same time. So everybody's just been kind of quiet towards each other. It's been really melancholy around the house. I think they definitely miss Liberty because Liberty and Ari are actually pretty popular among the housemates, so I think they definitely feel her presence, gone. And at the same time, I think, like I said, it's kind of a wake-up call. So I think they're all kind of caught up in their own thoughts of how they're going to proceed, which is understandable. So Scarlett actually wants to kiss someone. We're going to pin that for her just in case it happens. And then Nevin wants to kiss someone too. He wants to get out in the city and play in the rain. We're not going to do either of those things, but you do need to get something to eat so we can go. Every single time I try to leave early, we always end up leaving late. Nevin. Now he wants to woohoo. We're not going to be doing any of that. I don't know how much sleep Ari actually got last night. It looks like she got a pretty decent amount. She wants to get to know Scarlett. I don't know if that's a friendly wanting to get to know her or if that's her wanting to be kind of nosy and see, just how close she and Nevin actually are. Because I think a lot of people were surprised that Scarlett got this solo date. Since she does have a lower relationship with him, but that's just the way that Nevin wanted to play it. Oh, okay, I got nervous there. Hurry up, Nevin, so we can go. Yeah, I think that's just how Nevin wanted to play it. He wants to give everybody a chance, and obviously there are women that he hasn't gotten the chance to know very well, and he wants to get to know those girls. So, here he comes, speak it to her on his own. He wants to get to know them as well, and there's a test I'll say test for a lack of better words, but there's something that he wants to find out about Scarlet. So we're gonna try to find that out on this date. I really need him to hurry up. Scarlet, why don't you go ahead and clean this stuff up since you're waiting on him. It looks like Nevin's going to go speak to Yuri. He is, but we gotta get out of here, boo. I appreciate that you're trying to talk to her, but we really need to go. So I'm actually going to cut away, and I'll see you guys as soon as we get to the estate. We'll just call it an estate for now. We'll see you guys in a second. Okay guys, so we are here, and as you can see, Scarlet's being a little standoffish. I think she's not used to seeing animals in the wild, so we got here and Nevin decided to come over and, you know, greet the horses, and Scarlet stood back just a little bit. She's, I don't know if she's afraid, but we're gonna see if we can maybe get her to warm up to these guys a little bit later. But anyway, this is where we are. Just one moment. Let me get the walls and stuff up. This is his grandparents. What would you call this? Because they don't own anything but well, they didn't own anything but horses. I don't think I necessarily call it a ranch. I don't know. Maybe a small ranch. I have no idea. But anyways, this was their home. The grounds look pretty good because Nevin does keep everything up and or whatever. But so basically, we're gonna just spend the day here. Nevin would actually like them to do a little bit of fishing, looking for frogs, all the things that he did when he was a young boy. And we're just gonna see how Scarlet handles herself. So we know more than likely she's not going to be that great at fishing, but we want to see if she could be a good sport, you know. So unfortunately they can't stand side by side, but that's okay. I feel like we still get the gist. We know what they're doing. And don't mind all the suburban feel. This house is really old. This lot is really old. And when his grandparents lived here, when they first had the place built and everything, all of this was not here. It was, you know, rural area. Not all this was here. But over time, you know, things get built. And so it's kind of a developing area. But we're going to do our best to keep things the way that they are. So we're going to let them fish for a little bit. They're here all day, but there are a couple other activities that I would like for them to do, and I do want them to actually talk. And I don't know that you could do that when you fish. Let me see. Can he speak to her? If he can, let's have him compliment her appearance, because she looks adorable in her outfit. You can't look at her. She seems to be taking it in stride. I do like that. Uh-oh. Okay, well, it just says they're too crafty for her. So like I said, she's not that good. She's being a little dramatic. It is hot. But yeah. So how's he doing with the fishing? Can you at least catch one fish? Okay, so Nevin caught a fish. Whoa. Liberty. I think she wants to talk, but we're not gonna we're gonna pretend we didn't get that. I need Scarlet to come back, and let's try doing this again. He wants to use a bold pickup line on someone. I definitely want to see if she can catch one fish. I would be very proud of her. Come on, Scarlett. Y'all gotta eat dinner later tonight. Let's catch something. I was trying to stay the other way so we could actually get the country vibes. But I wanted to see their faces at the same time. As soon as she catches a fish, we'll probably stop. They're starting to overheat in these outfits, unfortunately. Okay, Nevin caught another one. Come on, Scarlett. Is Nevin getting hot? Okay, he's kind of feeling the heat too. You know what? I'll be right back because I don't think Nevin has anything appropriate to wear, so I'll be right back, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, we're back. So they decided to shed a little bit of clothing and kind of improvise and roll up some pants and change some things out, and they're doing a lot better now. So they're just sitting here talking now, and I think Nevin is suggesting that they go play horseshoes, so they're gonna do that. Okay, Scarlett's gonna go first. She's taking the reins. I can appreciate that. Okay, Scarlett, let's go. You could do it, girl. Listen to her. She's like, okay. Aww. Dang, so now it's a heat wave. It's pouring cats and dogs back where we live, but here it's it's a freaking heat wave, of course. Nevin, that was pathetic. We'll back up so we can kind of see how she's reacting. Let's turn so we can see some faces. I'm getting some bad loading with the trees and stuff, bushes and stuff. We're gonna pretend like we don't see that though. Come on, Scarlett. Okay, so she can laugh at herself. I like that. That is such a cute laugh. Okay, come on, Nevin. So basically, Nevin he wasn't raised here, but he spent a lot of time here with his grandparents and you know, his cousins and stuff. And so this place means a lot to him, and he really wanted to bring Scarlett here and just see if she could understand humility. He comes from humble beginnings. His life, he wasn't, you know, born with a silver spoon in his mouth. And he understands the value of a dollar. He understands both sides of the tracks because he's been on both sides. So Scarlett seems like the type of girl who was born with a silver spoon in her mouth, and he just wants to see if she can be humble and appreciate where he came from, you know, all of him, all aspects of him, because he's not sure about her. I mean, she's pretty, she's got a nice body, and he just wants to see if her personality matches the exterior, you know? So far it's going pretty good. I gotta keep an eye on the clock because they do have all day, but I would kind of like to keep things on a schedule. So Nevin is actually taking this more serious, and I think that's actually his competitive side. What is he saying to her? Okay, so he's being jokey. He's telling her funny stories, probably a childhood story or something. That face doesn't look too thrilled. And it doesn't appear like she laughed. Look, okay, that face, she looks kind of bored. We're keeping an eye on these things. She is bored. Unsophisticated game from the snob trait. Easy to learn, easy to master. Where's the challenge? Okay, so she doesn't feel challenged. Well, honey, this is the game that he used to play when he was a kid, so get with the program.
Oh, no.
She is complimenting him. Okay, well, you know what? We'll stop playing.
Yibs.
But I don't think that sat too well with Nevin. So he's feeling good. He says, nothing enables more focus than the sound of the game. Okay. I'm a little disappointed in her. This is what I meant with the loading. I don't know what's going on with that. And this tree here, because it was fine when we got here, but now it wants to be all janky. So, where's Scarlett going? To browse the web. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Not going too good for Scarlett. Let's try to maybe, let's see. Play in the rain. There is no rain. Get out in the city. No. No. Buy a wash tub. Boy, if you don't get on. He's thinking about all the maintenance that needs to be done here at the house. Okay, so this is not going very well. Let's maybe go ahead and get the dinner going then. I'm going to have Scarlett. I don't really want her coming into the house. I guess we'll let her. We'll see how she responds. I didn't really want her coming into the house just because, like I said, everything is not set. We're going to have her, I guess we'll just see what she does. But I would like for Nevin to come and let's make dinner. What are we going to make? Let's do... We'll do salmon. We'll pretend like they caught a salmon because he did catch some fish. So we're going to actually make what we caught. What did he catch? He caught a perch and a tetra. We're going to pretend he caught a salmon, okay? And where is she? On the computer. Doing what? Browsing the web, okay. So she feels like it's decorated in a good environment and she's feeling good, but she's bored from the game. I don't know what to make of that, you guys. These are the kinds of things that Nevin enjoys. He's an outdoorsy fella, so I don't know.
Aha! Ooh.
Okay. I'm gonna have Scarlett go ahead and change into the outfit that she was wearing, that she was gonna wear for the dinner, because she did decide to wear something for the dinner. And Nevin will finish cooking and do the same.
Aha!
Okay, don't touch the plate, Nevin. Change into your outfit. I don't guess they're gonna get hot. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, put that down. Okay, where did it go? Where did the plate go? I don't know. Okay. Grab a serving together, and I want you guys to come sit at the table. Oh, we should have set the table. I forgot. I'm sorry. But he came here ahead of time and made sure that everything was set up here in the stables for her. So I'm a little disappointed because I'm kind of feeling like she's not very deserving of this right now. But we're gonna try to see this thing through. Scarlett, I asked you to sit. Oh, she's vegan. I forgot. Oh, this date is going so horrible. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot. I totally forgot. And I don't think Scarlett would actually bring it up because she's that type. Like from what I gather, um she is here for money. She's here because Nevin's rich and that's what she wants. She wants to win at all costs. That's what I gathered from Tiffany's creative sim of her. I was hoping, just hoping that maybe being here and seeing Nevin and hearing his story and getting to know him, she would fall for him. But I feel like by her eating this and the way she's been acting today, um, she's not really here for the right reasons, unfortunately. So he's hot too. This is so bad, you guys. Because I feel like if she was really here for him and if she was here with the appropriate intentions, she would remind him like, "Hey, I'm vegan," but I feel like she's kind of trying to not rock the boat by going ahead and eating it even though it goes against her values, which is unfortunate. I'm going to have him go ahead and use the bathroom. And I'm pretty sure he's ready for this date to be over at this point. And I'm sure she is too. Uh, she wants to give herself a pep talk in the mirror. I'm so sorry that it's hot, babe. I'm so sorry. I was rooting for you, Scarlett. You didn't do good. Yeah, she's feeling some serious upset stomach. This is horrible. This is horrible. And it was such a romantic setting. It was a romantic date, and neither of them is having a good time. If you remember, they were both feeling kind of romantic. Excuse me, or at least Scarlett was feeling romantic when they got here, and that's completely dead. So this is just all bad. I'm just waiting for the sun to go down because I kind of want to finish the night off with a bang. Okay, so he wants to chat with her. What is he wanting to talk about? We'll see. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for them. I don't know where that other plate went, but I feel like it's going to stink. So he's definitely talking about his childhood. Poor Scarlett. You know what? Let's get a... With the house being old and no one living in it, I would imagine that the air would be off, but we're gonna, for Scarlett's sake, since we fed her meat, let's go ahead and give her some cool air and see if maybe we can turn some things around. What are they talking about? Gossip. Okay. Can we have them maybe sit on the couch together? Okay. And let's just talk, maybe. Let's try to talk about dreams. Ask her what she's interested in. What is she trying to accomplish in life? Yeah, she's laughing because she knows. She knows.
Freaky yibs, freaky yibs. Bener.
Let's,
Sloofa warmba. Stern zerpa nooch.
I would like to maybe let's complain about the heat wave because we're sorry about the heat. Nevin, regardless of what's going on, Nevin is always a gentleman, so we're definitely going to um apologize for that. And we're gonna apologize for the dinner because we forgot she was a vegetarian. Let's compliment her maybe. I wanted to compliment her outfit if we can. Oh, Nevin. They seem to be okay. You know, not talking to one another, so I don't think we're gonna stay. What? Okay. Okay. And Liberty's calling again. I can't get you out of my mind lately. Want to go on a date and get some dinner at... Oh my gosh. You know, to be honest, I hate to say it, but I'm tempted to go. I'm tempted to go. Anything is better than this. I think Liberty is feeling some regret about, like, she's rethinking things. Maybe she had, like, a moment of fear or something when she decided to just say that there was no chemistry. I have no idea. We're going to cancel this because we are out with Scarlett again. No matter what's going on, we're going to be a gentleman. But I do think Nevin's thinking about it. Like, he's just like, okay, she's contacted me twice. I don't know what she wants, but because he thought that they resolved things. But this is pretty interesting. He's feeling a little tired himself. This has got to be like the worst date ever. I thought his date with Liberty was bad, but this is bad. I'm gonna have them, I don't even know if I want to finish out the night with what we had planned, honestly. Okay, so they have overslept. She has woken up feeling flirty. Nevin, you know what? I don't think we're gonna finish the date. I'm gonna tell you what we had planned, but I don't feel like Scarlett deserves it. I'm very disappointed about this date. I kind of want to, like, stop recording and try it again, but this is real, you know? So we're not going to do that. Instead, I'm actually going to... I'm trying to think of what I want to do. Let me cut away and decide what I want to do, and then we'll come back. Okay, you guys, we're back. So, Nevin ended the date. It was a disastrous date, as you guys saw. It's needless to say, Scarlett did not get a rose. She won't be going home immediately because that's not how solo dates work. But eliminations are tomorrow, and it's not looking too good. All it basically means, I mean, her not getting a rose doesn't guarantee that she's going home. It just means that he's not sure. He needs to think about things and then make a decision. So she could end up staying tomorrow. She could end up going home. But one thing that Nevin was sure about was he needed to talk to Liberty. She reached out to him twice while he was on his date with Scarlett yesterday, wanting to talk, wanting to hang out, wanting to go have dinner. And basically, he ignored the calls. You guys saw he ignored the calls, but it was weighing heavy on his mind. And he called her back and she asked if they could, talk or whatever. It's late. They didn't really know where to go to hang out. Technically, they're not even supposed to be communicating with each other, but it was heavy on Nevin's heart. And this is about finding love. So Nevin took the leap of faith and decided to come visit Liberty at her hotel. So that is where we are at the moment. We are here at the hotel. Let's go ahead and see if these two can come to some sort of closure about things, because basically they just, Nevin mentioned that he just wasn't feeling the chemistry. It just wasn't there, and Liberty, immediately agreed, and so they, hugged on, gave each other a friendly hug and went their separate ways. But I'm starting to feel like maybe Liberty just was feeling a little, what is it, blindsided? Okay, because that hug, yeah, they need to sit down and talk. I'm sorry I keep pausing, but this is so not how I imagined this episode going, but we're going to just roll with it. So let's ask her how she is. She looks great. Let's compliment the outfit and her overall appearance, because as I said, she looks great. And then I think we're gonna have a seat and basically just delve into it. Let's see. So we're gonna have a deep conversation because we want to cut straight to the chase. He's sure the other girls are wondering where he's at, and so I just saw airplane. So I feel like she's basically telling him that she was trying to decide on whether to go home, and something just wouldn't let her. Let's discuss interests. I feel like he's kind of like, okay, I understand that. I just I don't understand. I wanted to see more from you than what I got, And she needs to be sincere if she wants to get some closure from him. So I feel like she's feeling nervous. Because she's moving. So that's a classic sign of kind of deflection. It's all in body language. But we're going to press the issue. We're going to press the issue. What can we say? We were really liking her. We're just going to tell her we were really, feeling her, and we thought there was something there, but we just, something was off. And we're trying to figure out what it is, so we need you to be present in this conversation. Okay, stop. My camera skills are terrible. I feel like she's finally letting the guard down and being truthful. Let's deep conversation again. Because he understands that being vulnerable is hard, especially in this sort of an environment, but it's necessary to get to the end goal, I feel like the flirt is basically him telling her that he actually could have seen a future with her. And of course he's gonna be a little goofy because that's just him.
Gaba Pomeranquas. Confulibo.
Huh?
Let's see. It's a pretty nice night. Y'all, excuse the room, okay? I was trying to do something.
Wanu.
Orba.
Huh?
Finalibo. Lamina Galpa. Viviteb. Skizna. Tringella Longi. Pene Vima. Senzibi Jalurba. Rinka.
He's getting sleepy. So I think we're going to wrap it up here and say our goodbyes. I think we have a little bit of a better understanding, and he has some things to think about. I don't think she's going to come back to the house, but they did get some closure, I think. Let's give her a hug, and then we're going to make our exit.
Gobi Nushba. Yemi Temp Thorbo.
See, he's being so sincere right now. I feel like he's basically telling her, I appreciate, you know, your honesty. I'm glad I came by. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, we're gonna go home. Alright, I will see. I feel like she feels like she just made a fool of herself. Because they didn't really get, like, maybe she didn't get her closure, but he got his. I don't know. This is so confusing. You guys tell me what you think. Tell me how you feel like that conversation went. What do you think was said? How do you think she feels? How do you think he feels? What should happen next? Because I am so lost, but we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode up because this did not go at all how I thought it was going to go. I'm shook. The house is probably going to be shook too because I don't know that Nevin would keep this a secret from the other girls because, again, technically he wasn't supposed to go see Liberty, and no, he's not committed to one particular person, but y'all, I don't know. This is a hot mess. Y'all leave me a comment and let me know what you think. This is so important. Let me know what you think. And what about Scarlett? What about that date? It was horrible. What do we do with Scarlett? How do you think Scarlett felt? Like, why do you think she acted that way? Let me know. Please, if you enjoyed this episode, leave a like, leave a sweet comment, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you are, or if you're subscribing today, make sure you hit that bell so that you will always be notified whenever I upload a video. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.